political environment in Maharashtra is has been very unstable for past 5 years. Earlier there was MBA, then the Eknath Shinde rebellion, then Ajit Paar rebellion. So plus the Lok Sabha results are very surprising. Like opposition won 31 seats out of 48, contrary to the expectations of the BJP and its allies. Now, on this background, everybody was hoping that ahead of assembly elections, these MLAs would come back to. Earlier, there were only rumors, there were only speculations that these MLAs would shift to ruling alliance. But now the Congress has clear evidence that these MLAs have shifted to XYZ party. Sharad Pawar-led NCP is to blame for for this.
The overwhelming victory of all 9 candidates fielded by the ruling Mahayuti alliance in the Legislative Council elections, which were held on 12th of July, is seen as a big setback for the opposition Maha Vikas Aghadi alliance. It is said that almost 6 MLAs from Congress are believed to have cross-voted. I have with me Alok Desphande, who has been covering this from the very beginning. Alok, thank you for joining us. If you could first tell me all about what all transpired yesterday.
Okay, so there were 11 seats. Election was for 11 seats in Legislative Council. Now, it was earlier it was said that no party would want election just 2 or 3 months before assembly elections, but opposition decided to put one extra candidate. They were hoping that after their success in Lok Sabha elections, MLAs from Ajit Paar group and Ajit Pawar's NCP and Eknath Shinde's Shiv Sena would return to Sharad Pawar and Uddhav Thackeray respectively. In that hope, they put one extra candidate who was the 12th candidate, Jayant Patil from Peasants and Workers Party. Now, what happened yesterday was that contrary to the expectations of opposition, no MLA from the ruling side shifted his or her allegiance. On the contrary, allegedly six MLAs from Congress have voted for the ruling alliance. Now, Congress had 37 MLAs in Legislative Assembly. Out of those 37, it was known to everybody that 4 of them have already joined hands with the ruling alliance. Now, the extra 2 MLAs who have shifted to other side, that is a worrying fact for for the Congress and also for the MPA. In addition to Congress voting for few of the 6 of the Congress MLAs voting for the ruling alliance, smaller parties have also possibly voted. We cannot know exactly. We cannot claim it. We cannot say it for sure, but have reportedly voted for the ruling alliance. Now, these smaller parties, who are these smaller parties? These smaller parties are Samajwadi Party. These are MIM also there. There is Maharashtra Navnirman Sena is also there. There is Rashtriya Samaj Paksha. So these parties have and independents. So all independents have gone with the ruling alliance. So Ajit Pawar, Eknath Shinde and Devendra Fadnavis, they managed to keep their flock together, and they overpowered the opposition in this election yesterday.
2 years ago, it was this very legislative council elections which led to the coming of the Eknath Shinde government. If you could tell us about the significance of these elections and why should they matter?
See, ideally, these MLCs are elected from MLA. So it's not that they are being elected from people. So they have a very limited importance. But what happened 2 years back was, first of all, in 2 years back, there was Maha Vikas Aghadi government when this election took place. And Congress's official candidate, Chandrakant Handore, lost that election. And the very next day, Eknath Shinde rebelled against the government and went to Surat and then to Guwahati, and rest is history. So the this is an opportunity for MLAs to show their anger, their discontent against their leadership. Now, since it's a secret election, you cannot give. You can tell your MLAs whom to vote and whom not to vote, but ultimately it is the MLA who will decide whom he or she is going to vote. So this exactly the same thing happened yesterday as well. The MLAs who have already shifted their loyalty, their allegiance to other parties ahead of assembly polls, they grabbed this opportunity and they voted for the ruling alliance. But having said that, this is also a good thing for opposition, I would say, because earlier there were only rumors, there were only speculations that these MLAs would shift to ruling alliance. But now the Congress has clear evidence that these MLAs have shifted to XYZ party, and now they can take action against these parties. So what we know as of now is even yesterday late night, a report has been sent to the Congress leadership naming these MLAs, and now the action is awaited from the Congress leadership. It is expected that all these at least four of these MLAs would be suspended from the party.
Now, this phenomenon of cross voting, if you could tell us, like, why is it so prevalent in these elections? Like, and why is it so prevalent in Maharashtra per se?
Yeah, as we know, the political environment in Maharashtra is has been very unstable for past 5 years. Earlier there was MBA, then the Eknath Shinde rebellion, then Ajit Paar rebellion. So, plus the Lok Sabha results are were very surprising. Like opposition won 31 seats out of 48, contrary to the expectations of the BJP and its allies. Now, on this background, everybody was hoping that ahead of assembly elections, these MLAs would come back to to Sharad Pawar or Eknath Shinde. But the budget president where he has introduced some interesting schemes such as Ladli Behna scheme on the lines of Madhya Pradesh, or giving free education to women, OBC, EWS women. So that has given at least some narrative to the ruling alliance, and that has given those who had some allegiance with Ajit Pawar that instead of going back to opposition, will remain with the ruling side. That helped the ruling alliance here. That also transpired into the cross voting, plus the funds given by the government. Every MLA, especially the independent or from smaller party, they need that fund. They need money into their constituencies because they have to return to they have to go back to people, get re-elected. So all these things they contribute to the cross voting phenomena in Maharashtra, and I think in many other states also.
Now, this will be seen as a big boost for the Ajit Pawar-led NCP. If you could tell us more about that, like, why is it so significant for him?
Actually, it is Sharad Pawar-led NCP is to blame for for this. After the Lok Sabha election, the leaders from Sharad Pawar's party were claiming that around 18 to 19 MLAs from Ajit Pawar camp are in their touch. Now, to be honest, it was unnecessary. You ideally in a politics, you should not disclose your strategy, or you should not disclose your political move before you actually complete that political move. Now, with the third candidate and with this claim of 18 to 19 MLAs shifting to Sharad Pawar, the entire election was hyped up. Now, on that background, Ajit Pawar, who had 42 MLAs officially with him, including 40 from NCP and 2 independents, his 2 candidates won 47 votes. That means he won 5 votes extra. So that also means instead of Ajit Pawar's MLA coming back to Sharad Pawar, there are some people who have voted for Ajit Pawar from the opposition camp. So that is why it is a big boost for Ajit Pawar, especially the loss he suffered in Lok Sabha. His wife lost in Baramati. His party could won only 1 seat out of 5 it contested. So on this background, it comes as a very big boost for Ajit Pawar. that not only his MLAs remained together, but he managed to bring some others from the opposition.
Now, the assembly elections in Maharashtra are scheduled to happen later this year. What kind of bearing will it have on that? Because the people of Maharashtra are voting some people into power, and then there is, of course, like some things like these happening. So, what kind of impact will it have on the voters?
To be honest, it won't have much impact on voters as such, but it will give boost to the party workers of ruling alliance. Because it's an MLC election, there is no direct contact with people in this election. They are elected by MLAs, and those MLAs who are going to retire in next 3-4 months. So it won't have that much of impact on people, but yes, it will boost morale of the party workers. It will boost morale of party leaders. That especially after the Lok Sabha defeat in Maharashtra, the ruling alliance had no narrative as such for them. With the budget, they managed to bring out at least one narrative that we are giving these welfare schemes, we are giving money to people and all that thing, and plus this narrative that MLAs are with me, MLAs are with us. That narrative will help the ruling alliance. Also, one more point is if you see the candidates given by Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar, from Eknath Shinde's side, both the candidates were former MPs who were denied ticket in this Lok Sabha election. Now, since they were denied ticket, it also gives sends a message that Eknath Shinde takes care of you, even if you are not, even if your ticket is denied, he will take care of you in the next election. And both of them won. So it sends a positive message in Shiv Sena cadre, the Eknath Shinde's cadre and leader. And for NCP, the one of the MLC who has been elected, Rajesh Vitekar, he was denied ticket. Ajit Pawar ensured that he gets his due share. And the other candidate, Shivaji Rao Garze, he has been an old hand in NCP for ever since its formation. And always before every election, his name was discussed as a potential candidate. But he was never given the ticket. But Ajit Pawar ensured that he gets his share even in this election. So both parties have sent positive messages in their cadre, in their party workers, that their leader, Ajit Pawar and Eknath Shinde, is capable of taking care of the cadre and the party.
To sum up, a much needed shot in the arm for the ruling alliance and for Congress
Yes.
and the opposition alliances members, time to an alarm bell to figure out who actually are loyal to them. But
Yes.
how will Maharashtra vote? Only time will tell. Thank you for joining us in this discussion. Thank you, Alok. For more such videos and for more such discussions on Maharashtra politics, do keep watching the Indian Express YouTube channel.